Hello and welcome back to Tennessee Valley this morning on WTMB. And again, Joe and Kim Pala with you today, Wednesday, middle of the week Wednesday. We are now joined by our first guest, Brigitte, Amelie, and Anna Hufele. They have
Good job.
Hey, I just can't get Frederick's name down. Having a problem with that. But we're going to talk about the Montessori School. We thank you guys for being with us
Well, thanks
today.
for having us. And no, we're not going to take the husky.
You're not going to take the husky,
No,
but
thank you.
come on.
Although Amelie looked at me like,
Please, Mommy.
Hey, where's mine?
You're going to use that one. It's going to pick you up.
Yeah, you're going to go like that.
Yeah, where's mine?
Right there. That
is-
you're both
that's
going to use
sharing.
that.
Sharing.
They can hear.
You're
We're sharing her collar.
Just like you guys, you probably share a lot of stuff, don't you, as being sisters? A lot
I
of
know.
things?
Anna's like,
Sometimes.
Sometimes not. But the Montessori School is a wonderful, wonderful addition to our community, and we thank you for bringing that here. And let's talk about some of the famous people. I'm going to read the ones that I can pronounce, and then the ones I can't, we're going to let Brigitte. But we have Larry Page is a alum of the Montessori School, and Sergey Brin, co-founders of Google. These are all very bright people, folks. Jeffrey Bezos, founder of Amazon. Jimmy Wales, founder of Wikipedia. Is that how you say it?
Wikipedia.
Will Wright, designer of the Sims video games. Peter Drucker, management guru. Catherine Graham, owner, editor of the Washington Post. Julia Child, chef. Everybody knows about Julia Child. And then Freddie, what's his name?
Friedrich Hundertwasser.
Okay, I believe her.
That's right.
He is an Australian painter, German painter, and architect. So, Anne Frank, famous diarist from World War II, Diary of Anne Frank. T. Barry Brazelton, a pediatrician and author. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, or Bouvier, but that was her maiden name, Kennedy Onassis, former First Lady and editor. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, a Nobel Prize winner for literature. Prince William and Prince Henry, of course, from the royal family. Chelsea Clinton, daughter of former U.S. President Bill Clinton and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. George Clooney, who wants to be like Joe Palo, actor. Helen Hunt.
George, take your shirt off.
Helen Hunt, take your shirt off. Actress. Melissa and Sarah Gilbert, actresses. Sean Combs, P. Daddy. Everybody knows P. Daddy Combs, rap's megastar. Sergei Bubka, Olympic gold medalist in pole vaulting. Joshua Bell, American violinist. And Leah Salonga, is that right? Salonga?
Yeah.
Salonga?
Close
Multi-award winner and Broadway actress, multi-award singer, and Broadway actress. So a lot of very famous people, very smart people on this list. And we have two very smart people with us as well.
First, before we go, why don't you explain, Brigitte, about what the Montessori school is, how it's different from your regular education type of, surroundings. What is the Montessori school? What do they stand for? And
Mission statement.
Right, in a sense.
Well, Montessori is founded by Maria Montessori. That's what it's named after in the early 20th century. And the mission really is take each child where its talent and where it's where the child is supposed to be. Okay,
right.
So the child is every child is equipped by God, and the Montessori method just lets all of that beautifulness out. So we create an environment with materials and prepared teachers that will actually bring all that beautiful knowledge that children have and just bring that out and of course challenge the child as they develop. So it starts at a very young age.
Right.
It starts at, if you ask our children when they started, I gave birth and boom, the next day we were back in the classroom. So they're there from age, 24 hours on. It starts at a very young age because children they soak everything up.
Right.
They're sponges. They just soak every information that you give them. They just put it into their base foundation. That's the beautiful thing of Montessori, that you see each child individually and challenge the child individually. A Montessori classroom is a very individualized learning environment with more teachers than in a traditional classroom. So there's a lot of one-on-one or lessons in small groups going on. And I'm sure the girls would like to share a little bit more about how they see it from a child's point of view. but it's just there's really no child left behind in a Montessori classroom because there's that individualized learning going on.
And I think that what I feel that perception is of the Montessori is that they all have gifts, and sometimes you can't express those, or we don't even know because they're hidden, but you kind of look for those talents and those gifts that they have that you can explore, as well as making sure that they get a great foundation of education.
Yes.
But also their spirit is also nourished as well.
Yeah.
So ladies.
Well, wait, real quick.
Okay.
Also, isn't it that each child is developed and learns at their pace?
Exactly.
So not everybody has to be at the same pace. Some may go a little faster than others.
Yeah, what if it's not Kim time at 8:30 in the morning to do math?
It never is.
Don't do
8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the evening.
No, it's right
Doesn't matter.
Let's count the
Right.
beads later.
Yeah.
But
So
yes, that is great.
virtually-
You don't want me to do it in the morning, so I would be better prepared in the afternoon.
So virtually, that there may be some kids that have math in the morning.
There might be one child working in math from 8 till 10.
Right.
Okay.
And then, hit all the other lessons
Okay.
after that. But then there will be other children working on practical items, or geography or culture,
Wow.
or science or sensorial or language,
Right.
any other area. So that's the beautiful thing about being a Montessori teacher. You see so much going on. You have to be everywhere at the same time and look out for those children where their needs are.
Right.
But that's the beautiful thing, because everybody's doing what their heart desires and what they're ready for at their pace to learn. And that's how they actually learn quicker.
Now, are they set up in any particular age group, or is it from very young to older children all in the same classroom?
Well, Montessori always has 3 age groups in one classroom. So
Okay.
you have the 0 to 3-year-olds in one classroom, the 3 to 6-year-olds, the 6 to 9-year-olds, the 9 to 12-year-olds, and so on and so
Oh,
forth.
okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, so there's always 3 age groups in one classroom, which makes it like a homeschooling on a larger scale, because you have those younger children looking up to those older children,
Yes.
their mentors, and the older children actually looking after the younger
Nurturing,
children
right,
and nurturing them and showing them lessons and showing them, this is how it's done.
Right.
And by that, we cut out bullying. Because
There you go.
they look for
Which is
each
a
other.
huge problem.
That's a huge problem in our
Yeah.
public schools
It is.
and traditional schools. So just by that natural being together and looking out for each other, there's no bullying going on.
And then I guess, too, you have a lot of different cultures coming together inside that
That
school.
as well, yeah.
And so that helps people to learn about each other, so to speak.
Yeah. The number one term in a Montessori classroom is respect. And by respect and tolerance, we don't teach it, we create peace.
Right.
And that was Maria Montessori's key, that she said if every child is in a Montessori environment and grows up in a Montessori environment, our world can be peaceful. And she was close friends with Mahatma Gandhi, and she was, they really focused on that. And that's where I see, what Christian tells me all the time, you're trying to change the world, you're trying to make this world a better place. Yes,
One
it
student
starts
at a
with
time.
you. Exactly, it starts with you and her and me and everybody else.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's where my heart is, and that's what I want the children that I get in contact with, I want them to learn that you can make a difference. You're just one person, but it's the power of one. You
Absolutely.
can make the difference.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk to these young ladies a little bit and find out their perspective.
This is Amelie.
Amelie and
this
Anna.
is Anna over here.
And Amelie, I want to ask you a question first, okay? Like a lot of your friends that you have that may go to other schools, that they learn differently, and in the other schools, what is different that you learn at the Montessori school that they may not learn at the school that they go to?
When my friend asks me how I'm doing in school, I'll say I'm doing good in math.
Right.
And then she says we have math in the morning, and we have more freedom.
Right. So you don't have to study math in the morning just like she has to study math in the morning. You may have math in the afternoon. And do you have math in the afternoon?
I have math whenever I want.
Whatever you want.
So there you go. Well, I'm not playing around here. That's right. I have it when I want to. Now, how many languages do you speak?
2.
Two fluent. I know
Too
German,
fluently.
right? Fluently.
Yeah, too fluently.
And Anna, how about you? Are you learning, or are you fluent in German as well?
Yes.
Yes. So you could teach me a few
Well,
things,
of
huh?
course she's fluent in German. Do you
So,
speak?
yes.
You speak English too. That's the other one. German is a
probably
And she
given.
speaks Southern too.
So a little,
What is that?
Let's go.
Tennessee, a little Tennessee. You talk a little
Little
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
But they also learn Spanish, both of them in school. And I think Amelie also learns a little bit of Japanese with Miss Jenny, right?
wow.
No?
Say-
That's
She's
tough.
like, what? What have you
That's
been
tough.
doing?
Japanese
That
is
is
tough. Do you girls like to learn? Do you like going to school and learning
Yeah.
Yes.
everything you can? What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite subject?
Geometry.
Geometry.
That's a
Now,
good
how
one.
old are you, Emily?
9.
9. And so you're working on geometry.
Yeah.
I couldn't even say geometry when I was 9. What
I'm
about
not
you,
sure I
Anna?
can spell
What's your
it.
favorite? What's your favorite?
Math.
Math.
Good for
Wow.
you.
No kidding.
So now, what kind of are there artistic programs? What kind of art do you do, and different artistic things? Do you have music?
What do you mean?
You play
Do you play instruments, or
I
do you?
play the violin,
Oh, okay,
Wow.
great.
and I do martial arts,
You do martial arts. Wow, that's a good thing.
taekwondo,
Taekwondo.
No kidding.
and I sing in a choral at Lee.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So you're a busy bee. Huh?
What about you, Anna? What do you do? Do you play any instruments or anything like that?
Yes, I play a violin and do taekwondo and yeah.
Wow.
So you like the freedom of the school, that you can be able to kind of choose when and how you're feeling about what you want to study, and then you have very cultured teachers as well. So you can ask some things about the Japanese culture that is there. That with your teacher there, Miss Jenny, was that her?
Yeah, Miss Jenny's her teacher in her school. Now, Amelie goes to the Montessori school in Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
Miss
So-
Jenny is not her teacher.
No,
You,
Amelie.
Amelie.
Used
You're
to be.
Amelie.
and they were actually missionaries in Japan for a while.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So she brought to me, she brought, I think, some real insight to Japan. I've never traveled to Japan,
Right.
which I'd really like to do. But yeah, the just imagining or giving the child the imagination of how is it like to live in Japan or to live in Brazil or to live in Guatemala, wherever, just to make that alive and give the children that information. I think a lot of traditional schools just don't have culture and geography anymore
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
we're so focusing on math and language and
Yeah.
the tests and
having to do that. And while those are great, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, but
You
there
need
are
that.
children that learn at different paces and have different strengths. Now, I do know that you have a Saturday school, a
Yes.
German Saturday school.
We have
We have been out there and we've recorded, and I'm sure that these two are a part of that and are a great help to other students. Do you like to help out on the Saturday German school?
Yes, I actually had to help my teacher one time.
One time. And so, well, there you go. That always helps a lot, especially when it comes down to getting brownie points and saying, all right, I can
That's
help you
right.
with that. So you do that every other Saturday, right?
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
what do you do? Do you do all kinds of things of the culture in Germany too? Just not the language, but the different things that go on in Germany, the way they live? Do you talk about that? And the dress? Because we've had your dad here before and his
Lederhosen.
Bavarian.
Yes,
What's- yeah, what
the
is it?
Lederhosen.
Lederhosen. Spell that. But yes, so you get to do a little bit of the culture as well.
We
Yeah, kind of.
implement the culture in foods.
Right.
Sometimes we have a breakfast like you would have in Germany
We
with the
always
cold
have
cuts
breakfast.
and boiled eggs and
Sauerkraut.
no, not breakfast.
I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
But yes, we do keep the culture alive, and now with more families coming in from Germany and Austria,
Right.
we actually celebrated Carnival, which was the Fasching was last weekend and is this week as well. We just keep that alive as well.
The traditions.
The
of-
traditions,
right.
yeah.
Now, does Daddy like to walk around in his Lackverhosen, whatever it is, just in the house, little hosen? Do you like to walk around the house in that? Just on the middle of the day, put it on, and walk around?
Silly Joe. Silly Joe.
Let me ask you another question, both of you now. Okay, Amelie first. What grade are you in Montessori school?
Upper elementary.
Upper elementary. At
Now,
9
what would
years
that
old.
be considered?
What is
fifth
that?
grade, sixth grade, fourth grade?
Fourth.
Fourth, fifth, sixth is upper elementary.
Okay.
First, second, third is lower elementary. That's where those three age groups come in
Okay,
again.
okay, yeah, that makes
and then
sense.
fourth, fifth, sixth is upper elementary. And you know the reason why they do that, Amal, do you want to describe why they call it upper elementary and not fourth grade?
Because upper elementary is where the 3 grades help each other.
Okay, so you may help the children that are like 7 or 8 as well, because you're one of the higher ones in that group, right? You're being 9 years old.
I'm
Say no.
no, not
No.
Not in the middle. Are you
Yeah.
not in
She-
the middle?
but-
One of the younger ones?
She's in the upper elementary. She's one of the juniors.
Okay.
Because
okay.
she's not, the
Sure,
seniors
she's-
are the
right.
are the
Sixth
sixth
graders.
graders, exactly. But the beauty of it is her being in upper elementary now. She's working on fourth grade math, but she's in her language reading is sixth grade level. So
Wow.
she's able to excel in
Excel,
that,
right.
but still be on that fourth grade level
Right.
of math. And then geography and culture and science, all of that just goes
That
hand
makes
in
so
hand.
much more sense,
Wh-
because
why hold her back?
exactly, right, exactly. And why make her, because I know in traditional schools a lot of time if they feel a student is excelling, they'll pop them up a grade or something because
But they might not be ready in other areas.
in other areas,
Or
exactly
just
right.
socially.
Or socially, right?
Not
That's
ready
we
yet.
had, our oldest child was but he was very smart in some areas, but as it came to social skills, he,
Yeah.
he lacked a lot of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right.
So, but
Well,
all right, what
well,
about?
let's ask
okay.
Anna. What grade are you in, or what are you in? Lower elementary or upper elementary?
Lower.
Lower. Okay. So you would be like in third grade, maybe second grade, third grade.
What are you working?
How old are you?
How old are you?
How old are you?
6.
Oh.
Look at you, just put her
Well,
in
she
this
looks a lot
college
older
already.
than that.
Put her in the
I
college
was yes.
already,
I was
Joe.
thinking she was already going to Cleveland State. So
So she's working on first grade math, and she's reading on a first grade level as well. And but she's also children that are growing up bilingual. Amelie was struggling with that as well. They're just a little bit behind. Now I don't call it behind, but from a traditional
Right.
point,
Right, right.
they're a little bit. They're not as advanced, but she's reading in German and in English, and she's trying. The phonetic sounds are
Sure.
different, so she's doing a really good job in
And
that.
Spanish.
And
in Spanish, and she's mopping the floor with us. I mean,
I'm
you
telling
might
you.
say she's struggling a little bit, but she's mopping the floor with us. Well, all right. Now, where is the Montessori located? And if people are interested in their children coming, what are the times that they need to talk about registration? Or do you even have any openings for the following year? Do you go year round? I mean, tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about
Yeah.
the school and the availabilities to someone that might be interested in a different type of education. For their
Right.
children.
The school is on 500 Tassel Lane, right off of North Lee Highway. We are a year-round school. We have a summer program that's starting in June.
Okay.
So June and July, we are in session. Every Friday during that summer school program, we're going to have a water day, which we'll just keep it,
It's
fun.
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Very
Yeah.
fun.
We might
Yeah.
have to crash that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Then we can have lollipop.
A lollipop.
oh, all right.
But all fruit, right?
It's all
no
fruit.
high
We're not playing
no
with those
high
corn
fructose
syrup,
corn
right.
syrup. Yes, we do take wait lists right now. So re-enrollment is going on right now. So if you want to get your child in, you need to get on the wait list and let us know that you're interested. You can call us anytime and set up an appointment to bless you.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Yes.
Danke.
Danke.
Now, is Gesundheit in German?
Gesundheit
Yes.
is German.
Well,
Well,
Oh,
I
my
don't know. I
goodness.
don't know. I've heard them. I know. Good
Yeah,
for me.
Gesundheit.
I should. Oh, okay.
I knew that, Kim.
I believe you. honey.
Come on.
All right.
Who doesn't know that? Ron, you know Gesundheit is German, of course. Dr. Ford, yes. See, Kim,
All right.
you're the only one in the house that
I
doesn't
know. That's all right. Learn something today on the morning show. Go figure.
Well, real quick too, Brigitte, also tell us, it's not a traditional school, so I don't guess it's got traditional hours. What are the hours?
Hours are 8 to 4.
Okay.
Okay.
And we have, it's packed lunches. We do everything, real simple
don't
and
have
real
a cafeteria?
holistic. We don't have a cafeteria.
Right,
No.
so, right, so.
Yep. But yeah, 8 to 4. In the summer, it's going to be 7:45 to 3:15
Okay.
for the months of June and July. And we have our My Fest coming up as well on May 19th,
yes.
and we'll talk about that maybe some other time.
Yes, we will bring you guys
That was
back.
great last year, by
That's
the way.
right.
Oh, that was a
That's
lot
right.
of fun. And this year we'll have it at First Street Square. But let's talk about that
Okay.
some other
Right.
time.
We'll pull you guys in.
But yeah, if you want to call me and set up an appointment to take a school tour, to talk to me or ask me any questions that you have, 479-7282 is the telephone number. 479-7282.
And these girls are a delight. I mean, you know, we see Christian and Brigitte a lot, and we've seen the girls a couple of times, and they are a delight. And
Very, very
we
smart
enjoy
young
having
ladies.
you here. Yes, Emily and Anna. They are beautiful, and we thank you for coming and being with us and telling us about your school.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you, and you're welcome. How about that?
And real quick, Brigitte, now,
Yes.
does the school, is it semesters? Is it like the grade, the year? How long does the year last?
The year is from August through May.
Okay.
So our school year ends May 25th.
Okay.
Starts beginning of August, I think August 16th this year, or August 13th, somewhere in that area. Yeah, so we have August to May, 10 months of school, 2 months of summer school. And there is, we do keep record of our children, what they work on and where they need to be next. There is not a report card, but a report that we write,
Right.
where that actually states this is where the child is developmentally, socially, and so forth. This is what the child will have to do next. And that actually gives a very clear perspective of what the child can and cannot do. We don't believe in grades because
Way to go with no
it's
report
not a
card
good
there.
or bad. It's just a how it is.
Right, which is really a better way, because if the children learn at their own pace, there's really no way to grade that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's just they're doing better here and they need some work here. Now, if that's the case, do they attend the summer school like they would do here? If they had some problems maybe during the year, they would go to summer school, or is summer school just strictly for another group of students?
No, summer school is, I really think that, and that's my personal opinion, 3 months of summer break is way too long. Way
It's
too
just a
long.
continuation.
Right.
Parents, the kids are having a great time, but the parents are.
Right.
Well, after 2 weeks, the children are going, oh,
Right,
I'm
I'm so
bored.
bored.
That's
I'm
right.
bored.
That's
What are we
right.
gonna do?
And
Let's
and
destroy
you know,
this.
our summer school, we do keep the academics, and it is for the children that are enrolled throughout the school year. Now, I have some children that are just not going to come over the summer time, but then I have children that come, you know, that are from the traditional school settings, and they come for those 2 months.
Oh, wow.
And we just have a great time. I have some returning students every year that go to Cleveland City schools and come to our summer program.
Oh, that's good.
So that works out really well as well. So it's a good mix.
The phone number again, real quick.
479-7282. 479-7282.
Yes, and give Brigitte a call, and is there anybody else they would talk to? Would it be just you, or is there some?
Yeah, it would be me.
Terrific,
Yeah,
terrific.
That's right. You want to talk to Brigitte.
That's
it's me.
exactly
It's me,
right.
myself, and I.
Right. That's
That's
right.
exactly
But I
right.
do have 13 staff members,
That's right, but
so
you wanna
I
talk
can't
to
do
the
it.
boss
I can't do it by myself.
Right, right.
That's right.
Well, we do appreciate you young ladies, and of course, Brigitte, your mom, being here with us today.
Yeah, you young ladies and you, Brigitte.
Well, I mean, young as in very young, and then the young lady that's your mother. Now, don't try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to put on the Luffelhausen, whatever it is, and walk around the house if you don't watch out.
Well, I'm not even going to.
What is it again? Tell me what it is, Anna.
Lederhosen.
Lederhosen. Okay, all right.
Hosen are the pants, and leder is leather, so it's leather pants.
Oh.
Lederhosen.
Oh, there you go.
There
I
you
chose
go.
all over that.
I'm in. All right. Well, we thank you again for being with us today, and enjoy your time at school, and good luck to both of you, okay?
Thank
I know you
you.
are enjoying
I
it.
know.
And thank you for being with us, Brigitte.
Thank you. Thanks for having me,
Yes,
as
ma'am.
always.
And
Thank
tell
you.
Christian we said hey.
I
guess
will.
we'll probably see him in a day or two.
Probably.
We're going to be back with more. We thank Amelie, Anna, and Brigitte Huffele for
job.
being with us. I wanted to say it again. That's why I did that. But we're going to be back. We've got Ron Moore and Dr. Dennis Forge in the house. We'll be back with more Tennessee Valley this morning after this. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jackson. Join me every Wednesday night at 6:30 and midnight, where we will highlight local sports, chat with coaches, and discover new tips every week. Only on In the Spotlight with Brittany Jackson.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gupta, and I'd like to introduce you to a valuable new healthcare solution here in Cleveland. Hyperbaric Services of East Tennessee is now open and accepting patients. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is an incredible treatment clinically tested for a variety of physical and neurologic conditions, including autism, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, migraine headaches, chronic fatigue syndrome, and even sports injuries and sprains. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a simple, safe, and painless process that raises a patient's oxygen level in the body. This increased oxygen level in our tissues and organs boosts the body's natural healing abilities and allows our bodies to function at a higher level. We will be happy to work in cooperation with your regular physician. However, a referral is not required for this treatment. So whether you're dealing with a weekend injury, a chronic medical condition, or looking for anti-aging solutions, you owe it to yourself to explore what hyperbaric oxygen treatment can do for you or your loved ones. I invite you to contact us today for some more information.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Welcome back to Tennessee Valley this morning. Now we had two small children with us a little earlier with Brigitte. Now we have a big child with us,
Yes.
Ron Moore. We're all kids at heart.
Yes.
You know, we're all kids at heart. Ron Moore, our Bradley County historian, has joined us this morning on this Wednesday. Thank you for being here, as
I'm
always.
working on one language.
Oh yeah.
Sooner or later, we're going to get that right.
Well, let's. What do we have? What are we talking about today,
We're
history-wise?
going to talk about the inscribed wall of Chattata.
Now, is that how it's said? Because
Yeah,
I heard
Chattata.
Shada. I heard Shada.
It's Chattata, but it's not in that direction.
Okay.
This is off Eads Bluff in the
Okay.
northwest part of Bradley County. The most interesting story I think I found in history in a long time. It's really amazing. In 1891, Isaac Hooper, not Houston, but Hoostrom,
Okay.
began moving some stones along a wooden portion of Eads Bluff. Back up this way for all you people. It's right behind us. Right up the ridge, back up here. And he found a row of markers, stones, sticking up out of the ground, and they were 10 paces apart for 300 yards. And the one in the middle was like a flat stone, flat iron. It was pointed. So he thought this was very curious. This couldn't just happen by chance. So he started digging down there at the one in the middle, and on that flat iron stone was also inscriptions. Something had been written on it. And he dug down about 8 feet and found a wall. And on this wall, it had inscriptions, long sentences had been written. There was pictograms of exotic animals, symbols, sun symbols, and other images on it. Now this is in Bradley County. He exposed over 700 feet of the wall. It was 8 feet tall. It was 2 foot thick squares, and it was 2 foot tall square stones, and it was a foot deep. And this is the length of 3 football fields.
Wow.
So he had uncovered 700 feet of it. One of the inscriptions was a kangaroo-like creature that apparently had a large fang coming out the front of it, or it could have been a leaf. But it's hard to interpret, but it looks like a fang. Well, soon after he did this, visitors and curiosity seekers flooded the area to start seeing this structure. The stones, like I say, once again, were 2 foot. So these had been cut and placed in place and then buried. The Cleveland Herald, which is the Cleveland Daily Banner, or similar to it, I should say, I guess, ran a story a few weeks after the discovery and summarized it as it was some lost race who had built the wall long before any white man lived. That's what he was thinking it was. So now, they started almost like a carnival going on at this time. They had a flying Jenny, little horse rides and things like that. And they finally contacted the Smithsonian. I can't talk today. And they sent 2 different groups of scientists down here. The first group came down and said this was nothing more, the inscriptions was nothing more than fossilized leaves and vines and insects along this wall. But they never mentioned how this
it all got together.
300-yard
Right.
wall was buried 8 foot deep. And these stones cut and put in there. The second group was a little bit more excited about it. They said that the writings appeared to be an ancient Hebrew. Now, this is where it gets extremely interesting. They also suggested that the writings were a dire warning and that the culture was faced with some type of calamity and destruction. So the wall was created, and they wrote their history on the wall, and then they buried it and marked it so that their enemies would not find it. Then they said they thought the wall was 4,500 years old.
Wow.
And it could be, and this is really interesting, it could be one of the lost tribes of Israel as commented by Moses.
Really?
Yes. So now, this guy's really lost. If you're from Israel and you're in northwest Bradley County, extremely lost. Now, it's very interesting. This is 1891, and soon the interest just started fading. The people at the Smithsonian said it would take 3 to 5 years to interpret this, and they had the pictures. Today, none of the pictures can be found. The interpretation was never done. The last mention ever in any article is in 1920 here in Cleveland, and basically, that's the last of the story.
Where is the wall still there?
Well, the wall, to our belief, is still buried on Mr. Hooper's farm. Now, let me warn everyone, this is private property.
Right.
Mr. Hooper owns a very large farm, and unless you know where
And a
this
very
is,
big gun.
unless you know where this was, it'd be hard to find it anyway because it's buried. But
wow.
I don't know why we hadn't had an archaeological group come in and discover more of this, and with today's technology, be able to find more about it. Is it just what one group said, it was fossilized scribbling that worms and insects and things had gone on the wall, but why was the wall buried?
Why was it, strategic?
It was also in an arch form, too. It wasn't a straight wall.
Okay.
It was in an arch. So was this some type of symbol? Was it a council ground? Was it Indians? If this would have to be the Woodland Indians, of course, it wouldn't be Cherokee because this is 4,500 years old. So, but today, so this is still a mystery today, and it's right here in Bradley County. And, when it said the lost tribes of Israel, I said, this just is an amazing story. And,
well, it's given that this is Cleveland, Tennessee, too, which is New Jerusalem. So
that's right.
I mean, who knows?
So, but it's a mystery still here in Bradley County. It's never been solved.
So,
and the pictures are gone. They were actually pictures of them. There's some drawings that you can see, but there's the pictures are all gone, and the Smithsonian.
All right. So wait. Let me get this straight. So there is a wall that is buried somewhere on Mr. Hooper's farm. Nobody knows where it's buried. There are no pictures.
I didn't say nobody knew where it's buried.
Well, Mr. Hooper, it's as of today. There's no pictures of this wall.
Yes.
We have no idea where it is.
Yes.
Mr. Hooper doesn't even know, but yet we know there's a wall buried somewhere.
Yes.
We just don't know where.
Yeah, and this isn't a myth. This is now why the wall was there, what's inscribed on it, we don't know. Was it truly the fossilized impressions of things through the dirt?
Well, we got to get with Mr. Hooper and say, let's find this thing and let's find out. This could be a great find.
Seriously, to bury something, did you say 8 feet? It's 8 feet tall? Is that
the
what you
wall's
said?
8 feet tall.
So that means that it's buried 8 feet.
So it had the marker rocks that were every 10 paces away roughly 10 feet apart for 300 yards.
So was it
So
like
it's not like it was a real big secret when you've got markers.
Well,
at a
you know,
certain
it just
thing.
looks
I
like
mean,
rocks laying on the side of a hillside. It's right there.
are the rock? So the rocks aren't there anymore.
I don't know that.
Oh, wow.
I know
it's a
people who
mystery.
know.
We need
and I've-
unsolved mysteries.
I know people who know, but like I say,
That's
I
interesting.
could go dig and say, yeah, there's a rock, but you know, need someone who was a little bit more.
But you'd have to dig pretty deep to find it. If it's, she's
Yes.
right. If it's 8 feet, it's got to be 8
Well,
feet
no, I
deep
mean,
at
well,
least.
I mean, right. I wonder how. Do you know how far under before you got to the? I mean,
No,
how
it
far was
didn't
it?
say
Just
in these
like 2
stories.
inches or
Kim, there's no
roughly?
pictures or anything
I
in this
know,
wall.
Joe, I
How
know.
do we know how far down it's buried?
This is listed in a book about
There's no
mysterious things of Tennessee.
Huh.
And this is one of the most mysterious ancient histories in the state of Tennessee, they say in
Wow.
this book.
Well, we need to talk to Mr. Hooper and tell him to get on the phone.
That's right.
Some-
That's
The
interesting.
Hoopers still own a lot of the farmland out on that end
kidding.
of the county. And like I say, there's some other people in the area that I've actually talked with before today. And I ran back over this, ran into this book, and I said, well, this is a story we got to talk about.
That is very, very interesting.
It is.
I'd be interested to know what it is. I mean, and you got to figure it's probably from. I'm guessing. This is just my guess.
Dear.
That it's probably from an Indian tribe somewhere because we had Indians all around this area.
Right.
I think
But 4,500 years ago.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would be the
It would
woodland.
be
Those were?
probably the woodland.
Yeah.
Woodlands.
Not Cherokee.
Right. But I mean, it can't be the. What'd you say about Israel?
The lost tribe of
Yeah, right. It
Israel.
can't be
I
the
mean,
lost
if-
tribe of Israel.
Right, because I mean,
there's
we're
like a
talking-
whole ocean between us and there.
Right.
Well,
Unless,
they
you know.
could have.
Yeah, maybe. But that
Well,
is
that's why they were lost.
Right.
there you go. That's a very good point, Ron.
They got in the water and they got
But she's
lost.
right. They should have made a left at Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
And,
It's a
they went the
left at
wrong.
Albuquerque.
Wow, no kidding. That would be very interesting to find out where it is and all more about that. But nobody has any indication to have any knowledge of what that could be, even if it was found. There's just no
Like
absolute
I said,
idea.
Smithsonian was working on it,
And then-
apparently that disappeared. There is no real records of it now, except from the Cleveland Herald and the stories and the people that I know that know where the wall is today.
That's huge, though, to be like 3 football fields long. That's pretty big.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
it
tell
took a
us
lot of
about
work digging.
No
Old
kidding.
Town Cleveland.
Yeah,
Saturday
we
morning.
got Old Town Cleveland
Right,
Saturday
Saturday
morning on
morning.
Whoop Radio 99.9. Ron and Debbie Moore.
What you talking about this Saturday?
And what are we
Trying
doing?
to remember.
We're trying to
Village
remember
Mall.
is the
The
topic.
Village Shopping
Your memory
Center.
just spoke to you.
Yes, I heard it.
Voice from above.
The Village Shopping Center and all the stores that were in there, and
Wow.
of course the first mall in Eastern Tennessee was built here. So Mr. Perry Skates, who
With the
was
bowling alley.
bowling alley, which was also a bomb shelter.
That's right.
So,
All right.
yep. But that's it. This Saturday morning.
This Saturday from 10 to 12.
And I'd like to say congratulations to Chris DeBean, Austin Oliver, and Patrick Benson.
These
They
are
are
wrestlers.
wrestling champions
Yes,
from
they are.
Patrick's from Bradley, and Chris and Austin are from Cleveland High School. Congratulations to them for winning their
That's right.
state championships
Yes.
in their
And
weight
Brittany
division.
Jackson will have them on next week on In the
Right.
Spotlight. So
Right,
she's
In the
gonna be
Spotlight.
interviewing
That's
them.
exactly
Well, thank
right.
you, Ron, for being
Thank you
with
so
us.
much.
You're a great big
He's a
shot.
wealth of information,
That's right, he
folks.
is.
And on Saturday morning, the radio show is live, so you can call in and they can ask you can ask questions or even give maybe some tidbits if there's some things you know about the Village Mall. Maybe you don't know more than what Ron and Debbie do, but maybe you
Debbie.
do. Maybe you do. Or maybe just Debbie. But yeah, so Saturday morning, 10 to 12, Old Town Cleveland, Whoop Radio. Thank you again
Thank
for
you,
being
Ron.
with us,
We
Ron.
will see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right. We're going to be back with Dr. Dennis Ford, and we're going to talk to him right after this commercial break. So stay tuned. Stay right where you are.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jackson. Join me every Wednesday night at 6:30 and midnight where we will highlight local sports, chat with coaches, and discover new tips every week. Only on In the Spotlight with Brittany Jackson.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gupta, and I'd like to introduce you to a valuable new healthcare solution here in Cleveland. Hyperbaric Services of East Tennessee is now open and accepting patients. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is an incredible treatment clinically tested for a variety of physical and neurologic conditions, including autism, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, migraine headaches, chronic fatigue syndrome, and even sports injuries and sprains. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a simple, safe, and painless process that raises a patient's oxygen level in the body. This increased oxygen level in our tissues and organs boosts the body's natural healing abilities and allows our bodies to function at a higher level. We will be happy to work in cooperation with your regular physician. However, referral is not required for this treatment. So whether you're dealing with a weekend injury, a chronic medical condition, or looking for anti-aging solutions, you owe it to yourself to explore what hyperbaric oxygen treatment can do for you or your loved ones. I invite you to contact us today for some more information.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Welcome back, Tennessee Valley This Morning. Joe and Kim Palo with you, and we thank Ron Moore for being with us and telling us about that very interesting little story. But now we are joined by Dr. Dennis Ford of the Ford Clinic, and we appreciate Dr. Ford being with us today.
It's nice to be here.
And we're going to take away a little bit from the pain management, a little bit away from, I guess it kind of fits in line with the anti-aging in a way because it brings back youth to a lot of men. Let's talk to a little bit about the testosterone seed implant. Is that pellets implant? Talk to us about that and the benefits thereof.
Okay. Basically, as we get older, I have men that tend to lose energy, lose mood. Their mood is worse. They're kind of like the grumpy old men, like the movie. Basically, they were low in testosterone, decreased energy, decreased work performance. They don't feel like going to work, or just don't feel like they have it all. Or the mental thinking's down, energy, sex drive. Athletic performance, if they like playing sports and don't feel like doing it anymore. If they after they come home from work, they eat dinner and want to go sleep on the couch, they're just worn out. No lack of drive of any kind. Their get up and go's gotten up and gone.
It went.
And this is a way to bring it all back.
Yes, it is. It's amazing. Most of my men that we do this on feel like they're young again, and they're young in their 20s. Their energy levels back up.
Well, there's a testimony.
Yes, it is. This with bioidentical hormones. So the key is bioidentical, just like your body makes.
Okay. So how do they create those? I mean, is there
They create those, they compound it from compounding pharmacies.
No kidding. And so what's the procedure? How do you receive them?
Basically, first of all, we get they come to the office, we get the history, and then we document it by checking blood work.
Okay.
And if their blood work is low, then they're definitely a candidate for it. And then we go from there. We implant them just under the hip area and the fat layer, just in the hip on either side.
And it's what I want to say. It's in office, or what do they call it? Surgery.
Outpatient.
Outpatient.
It's exactly. They come to the office, and from the time they come, the time they leave is probably 20 to 30 minutes, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Huh. Now, what if you're like Joe and you don't have any fat on your hip area?
Yeah. You just kind of place it in there as best you can.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're in such good shape.
I know. Nobody has got a 0 on the BMI.
Well, in fact, starting tomorrow, you'll be seeing a commercial on Tennessee Valley This Morning that has a couple of testimonies of some gentlemen that have had the implants, and you can hear exactly how they feel. And you're right. I mean, when we went to do that and listening to those, and one's your father-in-law, I believe.
Yes.
They just are like on top of the world with this thing. Not to mention, it makes not just their energy level, but their mood, it seems, a lot better as well.
Definitely. They don't. And my father-in-law, for example, he want to sleep for a lot of the day. Now he's going constantly from the time he gets up till the time he goes to bed. Although he did come in today and say, Dennis, I'm dragging. I don't feel good this weekend. And I said, well, Bruce, I think let's check the chart here. It's been 6 months since you had it last. I said, I think it's completely worn off. So we're setting him up to do it again this week.
Well, now let me ask you. Now, is every man different? Like in your father-in-law's case, it may be 6 months, but can some guys go longer? Is it a shorter period?
Some guys, I've had patients go 3 to 4 months up to 8 months. I had one guy who's going 9 months. So that's unusual. The bell curve, usually 4 to 6 months, right in that range. But I got a few that gone longer and a few that gone a little shorter to 3 months.
So now you're saying that it'll help the grumpy old men.
Yeah, it gets the mood better. Yeah.
so the
mood better.
right.
Your energy's better. Your get up and goes better. You just want
the mood. I'm talking
the mood.
About the mood.
Definitely.
Mood, yeah.
You know, a lot of times we don't have a Prozac deficiency. We have a testosterone deficiency. Okay.
Right. Or both.
Not a Xanax deficiency. A lot of anxiety too goes away with it. They don't have a Xanax deficiency either. Your anxiety may be better with it too.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
See.
Now, and every man, and this obviously is for men, every man, the amount of pellets, it's different.
Yeah, we put in between 12 to 18 of the pellets.
Okay. And so it just those pellets just excrete a certain
slow
amount?
Release over a period of time.
Okay.
Wow.
So.
And I do it on women also. We do the estrogen and a little testosterone on women also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Don't even start with the mood.
Whoa, the mood is better, Dr. Ford?
Definitely, energy's better.
The energy's better.
I'm like her. I'm worried more about the mood. Wow.
I'm thinking the mood-causing elements are right here. What do you think?
I didn't realize. Okay, real quick, because we want to get in something else, too. You have a machine there, and I got to see it. It's incredible. I think you're going to see it in the commercial as well, but it's, well, tell us about it. You explain.
It tells your body weight, your muscle mass, your arms, your legs, and your trunk, and your body fat. And in people that are dieting, they'll say, well, I may not be losing weight. I'm working out. My weight's gone up. Well, let me give you a case in point. My weight, I've been working out, and my weight had gone up about 10 pounds, well, actually about 4 pounds over the last 2 weeks. And so I measured myself, and my fat mass had actually gone down, and my muscle mass had gone up. I'd gone from 16% body fat to 14.5% body fat. Wow. And so I was really worried because I'd gone from 193 pounds to 197 pounds, but I actually lost fat and gained muscle.
And that's what you want to do.
And that's what you want to do because as you get older, you lose muscle and you gain fat. So we're reversing the aging process by decreasing fat and increasing muscle. And it's electrical impedance. It's the best thing compared to underwater or DEXA bone scan for measuring fat in your muscle mass. Also in your arms, your trunk, and your legs, and your fat mass. And so your body, it'd be nice to know what your percent body fat is because we all have some. Olympic athletes were down 5 to 10%. And guys that work out are 10 to 15%, and you're getting over 20% of a man's obesity, and over 25 to 30% of a woman's obese.
Wow! And you're one of the only clinics in the area that has.
I'm the only one I know around that's got this machine. I've been waiting to get it for a long time, wanting it for a long time, but it's just especially for people who want to work out and they're dieting and they're saying, "Well, I'm not losing weight." Well, you may be losing fat, which is what you want to lose. And you may be gaining muscle mass. Muscle helps you burn calories. So it tells you what your basic calorie burning rate is too. Mine went from 1,900 calories a rest to 2,000 calories a rest because I put on the muscle. Right. So it helps you burn fat burn calories while you're sleeping.
Now, if somebody is interested in either the pellets or getting checked on this machine,
yes,
give them your phone number. I know they see it on the commercial, but give them your phone number, where you're located, and what they need to do. Make an appointment, I guess.
Okay, area code 423-614-0535. 423-614-0535.
And they're right across
off
the street,
from Stewart School.
Right off of Keith Street, right up there. And it's a great place to go in. Very friendly staff. We've been in there a lot.
Great folks there.
Great
of course,
folks
Dr.
there.
Ford's a great man. Andres is a wonderful person. Everybody that works here as well.
And you can get all kinds of things done there. You can get a little Botox if you need.
You can get it all done.
A little chemical peel if you need to show some of that skin and firmness.
Okay, we got to check all these off.
This right after this is over with. We got to talk about this.
Well, Dr. Ford, I'm glad you talked to us about it, and I think men need to realize that it does happen as they get older, and they need to try to put it all back.
It actually protects the heart also. It increases muscle mass, increases bone density.
Oh, wow.
It decreases fat, helps you think better. The most testosterone receptors you think would be, in your private areas. Well, actually, it's in your heart.
Okay.
So and a lot of heart doctors are actually recommending it in different places too to protect your heart.
And this is the man to see to get it done, and it's very cost effective. You can